Hey everyone, this is Creator 2001 here, and today is the premiere episode of Classic Wednesdays. In today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku for the Game Boy Advance, which was released on May 14, 2002 in the United States and October 4, 2002 in Europe. Even though this game is very short, it actually covers the first 107 episodes of the Dragon Ball Z series, as it covers the entirety of the Saiyan saga and the Frieza saga. Just like in the show, you as Goku is with your son Gohan, and you visit Master Roshi's house. Raditz appears, he kidnaps Gohan, and you as Goku is on your quest to find your son. Next makes no sense. You have to do a bunch of side quests that has nothing to do with the story just to get to the main part of the story. I would have liked to go straight to the story, but no, I had to do all of these side quests. But I understand, because otherwise the game would have been very shorter than it already was. After you do the side quest, you finally fight Raz, and just like in the show, Piccolo kills you and Raz with Special Beam Cannon. After that, you are on King Yama's planet, and he tells you to go to on Snake Way and complete it to get to King Kai's planet, so that he'll teach you the skill that you need to know in order to fight the two new Saiyans that are coming to Earth, Vegeta and Nappa. After you complete Snake Way, King Kai teaches you the Kamehameha. You go back on Earth, you fight Nappa, then you fight Vegeta. After you fight both of them, you are injured again, and then the game takes you to Namek, where Goku arrived, and he fights all four members of the Ginyu Force without the little green one, because Vegeta, Krillin, and Gohan already took care of him. After the battle, you are injured again, and you are currently healing in the chamber inside Frieza's spaceship. After you are recovered, you fight Frieza in all four of his forms, even though if I recall, Goku only fought him in his final form. After you fight all four of them, the game takes you to a destroyed planet Namek, and Frieza kills Krillin, making you finally turn to the Super Saiyan form of Goku. Then you fight Frieza, and at the end of the game, it takes you to an anime cutscene with Goku on the destroyed planet Namek as about to blow. After it blows, the game leaves you on a cliffhanger wondering if Goku is still alive or not. This gameplay was actually a pretty straightforward action adventure RPG. The player took control of Goku. You could use the A button for punches and kicks, and you could use the B button to use energy-based attacks, which was the Kamehameha, Solar Flare, and the Energy Blast. One thing that did not make any sense was where was the Spirit Bomb and where's the Kaioken. That was part of the main story in the anime and the manga, but it was not part of the game. Another thing was, where was the characters? The only character we get to play as was Goku. I know that it was called the Legacy of Goku, but it really did not make any sense. That's why it was so short. If you would have added Piccolo, Krillin, Gohan, and Vegeta, then it would have been much more longer than it was. I know it was called the Legacy of Goku. We all know that. But for you to cover 107 episodes and we can only play as Goku really hurt the length of the game. Otherwise, it would have been much more long, and it probably would be much more fun for people to play. I'm not saying that it wasn't fun, but people got tired of it after playing Goku every time they played it, and you couldn't change the characters. Otherwise, I think the gameplay was pretty fun, and the story was interesting because it did follow the story of the real Dragon Ball Z series. Overall, I had to give the game a 7 out of 10. Not because of the gameplay, because the gameplay was fine, and definitely not because of the soundtrack, because the soundtrack was excellent. If you want to hear some of the music, check out the links below. But the real reason why I'm giving the game a 7 out of 10 is because it was just so inconsistent with the Dragon Ball Z series. One reason because Goku was so weak in this game. You don't know how many times I died by wolves and humans because he was so weak. If they was trying to make this game based on the Dragon Ball Z series, then why was he so weak? Didn't he just win the World Martial Arts Tournament against Piccolo, but now for some reason he can't fight wolves? Really, Atari? I mean, I know y'all are good at making Dragon Ball Z games, but this one was not one of y'all strong ones. Another one thing that I did not like was that it just did not make any sense. How can you learn the Kamehameha from King Kai if Goku should have already knew it when Master Roshi taught him in Dragon Ball? Another thing is that you fought Frieza in all four of his forms. I'm not gonna really complain about this because if this would never happen, the game would have been much more shorter. But for him to fight Frieza in all four of his forms does not make any sense. Like I said, if it was going to be story based, you should only fought him his final form, and he should have been much more stronger, so that it made the game more longer if you would have fought him in his final form. But no, I understand that because if they didn't, it would have been much more shorter. So I really can't kind of really complain there. But overall, the game was solid. I had to give it a 7 out of 10. Good soundtrack, good gameplay. It was just not really consistent with the Dragon Ball Z series. Thank you for watching. I know it's not one of my best reviews I ever did, but this is one of my first reviews anyway. So try to stay with me. And until next time, this is Creator 2001 signing off.